Hello, everybody, and welcome to another review of a MADEA Halloween 2. This is Mari, and we would like to talk about a MADEA Halloween movies. And first of all, I wanted to say that
Just tell them how you feel, love.
yeah, that the MADEA Halloween 2 just had everything a perfect Halloween movie needs. It had the scary stuff, but it was also believable because they weren't like, I don't want to, give anything away, but I assume people would have watched the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So for me it was like genuinely scary, like, when these characters and the girls, like, I was like, oh, going like that.
Yeah.
And it had that kind of visual impact of, like, in the woods at night, and I just really enjoyed it. And I'm wondering why it has only 1 to 2 star reviews.
Any other feelings? How did it compare with Boo MADEA Halloween?
Yeah, like the Boo MADEA Halloween, the first movie, I thought it wasn't really okay. The clown was kind of scary. Like I did get scared of the clown, but that was kind of the only scary part for me. And there was, like, I think it was a little bit more boring because the family chats were just, so long, and kind of it was, I mean, both movies are pretty slow, but the first one I think was even slower. Like, most of the movie is just them, like, talking at the table, and I think it's just like a bit, maybe I prefer the pacing of the second movie. And yeah, what about you? What do you think about Labas?
Aš tau radau tokią gražią vietelę sėdėti po obeliam žydinčią.
Kaip man.
Tau norėjau sulaikyti terasą.
Geras. Kaip fainai. Čia tas, kur aš tau už 5 centų nupirkau iš Humanos.
Taip, man labai patinka.
So I preferred Boo MADEA Halloween by far to Boo 2 MADEA Halloween. What I liked about the second film was I liked that they highlighted more the grandfather character. I thought he had more of a presence, more strong lines, and even Medea's character, I think, came through a bit more. I liked that they highlighted and went deeper into this theme of shifts in the parenting in the generations. They did go maybe even a little bit too heavy-handed there, but I liked that it was having a bit more theming of the chats. But yeah, where it fell flat for me was the kind of substitutions that it took, like the elements that it kept and the ones that it changed. I felt that, like, for example, this second girl character, like, I thought that the Liza Koshy, her name was MADEA or something, the black girl in the film,
Mm-hmm.
exchanging her for the new one. I just didn't like this new girl as much as the first one, the friend of the
Mm-hmm. The one
father.
that was wearing the Red Riding Hood.
Yeah. And I thought that her father, I thought his acting was like distractingly poor. Like it was so
There.
fake, and it also bothered me a little bit that he looked a lot like Robert Kelly, the guy who plays Louis' brother.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking
And
that
I was
too.
just like, why didn't you just get Bob Kelly to play the role? Because that would have been funnier.
I couldn't like I literally
Mm.
thought every, like maybe around 5 times throughout
Yeah.
the movie I was thinking that they look so similar.
And they really sexed it up too. I didn't like that so much. There was a lot more bodies and butts and biceps, and it was just
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know. I thought,
Yeah, it was a bit much when this granddad scene in the car. Also,
Yeah.
that was like pushing it a bit for me as a,
yeah,
fun Halloween movie.
yeah, yeah, and like, I understand they wanted to make it like bigger and better than the last one, but I think what was strong about the last one was just kind of this bantering dialogue. It wasn't about, like, I liked that it was so subtle with the scary stuff and it wasn't heavy-handed. And this one just trying to make it more scary, and I didn't like the party as much. I liked the party in the house more. It was more, they went into that room and it had dynamics to it, and this was just kind of like outside. It was very dark. And when they did the Ray Shremmer's doing Black Beatles, like it was, they just dragged it out longer than when they did Rack City. And like in the first movie, they did this funny thing of like Medea dancing and talking about being a stripper, and with this it was just like an actual young girl twerking, and it's just like it wasn't as strong of a scene.
Yeah,
it's maybe,
I agree with that.
yeah.
Although for me as like a real Halloween fan, it was more spooky, and
Yeah, it was spooky.
I really do like the Halloween movies that aren't too scary, because I can't really watch horror movies. I just get traumatized.
Yeah.
But I like the spooky part, so like a kind of fun movie with actually spooky elements is something I enjoy. And I think in the second movie, it was actually more spooky, like the party, and because it was outside, and there were things lurking in the water.
Yeah. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, there was like some really. I think I laughed more in the second one,
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's also me, because it's the first Madea Halloween movie. It was the first Madea movie I've seen, so it was like maybe it took some time to get used to the characters. Also, as not like a native speaker, maybe it takes time to like. Maybe in the second movie, my ear was more used to the, what's the word? Accent. And then I could understand a little bit more, and also just got more of a vibe from knowing the characters better. But also, like I really thought it was funny, that scene in the car when the granddads just spoke to this ghost girl.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of left.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember what he said exactly, but something like, just don't mess with me.
I think the biggest difference for me like the second one was definitely a funny film, but I think the first one had a lot more like thought through comedic gags, like with the friend of Medea stealing Halloween candy from the kids, you know, you remember that?
Yeah.
Or like this whole like Ho 1K joke. Like they had more jokes that seemed like written out rather than just the kind of off the top, seemingly like maybe improvised banter between them. Like it structured itself more as a comedic film, and that was more preferable to me than this one that kind of was focused on the sexiness and on the scariness and on the family drama stuff. Like it was funny throughout the film, but it kind of had these stronger, you know, just different vibed themes through it that is, yeah, a bit faster paced, a bit easier to follow. But I liked that kind of I liked the feeling in the first one where it's just like, you're still talking, like you're just sitting in this room, like there's just there was a bit of that in the second, but yeah.
I think on the first movie, like I was a bit taken aback because I'm not like I was expecting like a full on Hollywood movie, and it was just this, as you said, like theatrically slow, like it would just like talk for ages before it cuts to the next scene, like it was just so different. So I think I did get a bit bored, and maybe also like I couldn't really hear all the jokes or so, and I don't know. I think maybe if I watched the MADEA Halloween 2 first and then watched the first one, if I watched the second one first, and then it would be interesting if I would feel differently.
What did you think about this added plot element about the stalker girl and horse thing?
Oh, yeah, that was like a bit over the top, I thought. It was kind of like maybe a bit funny in the beginning, but then yeah. Did you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I didn't really do much for me. I think they like focused deeply into some. They tried some things that just didn't go that far. I don't know. That's one, like that girl, and then also the leopard girl. Like, they didn't. The characters didn't have enough time to really show themselves as characters, and they just didn't really, I just thought.
And then suddenly, we were supposed to care about these characters.
Yeah. But I thought Fusitube, his acting was great. The guy who plays Jonathan. I think he did well again. Yeah.
I think his laughter is like pretty authentic. I definitely met people who laugh like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's a believable character, actually. Okay.
Thanks so much, guys. Stay tuned for more.
Yeah, and see you as soon as we watch another MADEA movie. Bye.
Bye.